Imagine this scenario. You have $2,000 in your bank account, but you know it's not going to cut it for a Canadian visa. So you borrow $15,000 from a relative, dump it into your account, print your bank statement the very next day, and hit submit on your application. I'm a Canadian immigration consultant. In this video, I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea. You think you're completely safe because your final balance looks great, right? Wrong. A few weeks later, you open portal and boom, a refusal letter. And when you look at the reasons, the officer has checked off two specific boxes. Let's assume it's financial status and purpose of visit. If this has happened to you or someone you know, you're not alone. This is what we call dumping funds, asset padding, or showing show money. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on IRCC's internal manuals and show you why this destroys your credibility with a visa officer and how you should be doing it instead. Let's talk about how IRCC officer is actually trained to look at your money. A lot of applicants make the mistake of thinking a bank statement is just a snapshot of a final number. It isn't. To the visa officer, your bank statement is a story. Officers are instructed to look at your transaction history over a 4 to 6 month period. They aren't just looking at what you have now, they are tracking the stability and consistency of those funds. They do what's called economic environment match. They take your declared monthly income from your employment letters or pay slips, and they look at your bank account activity. If your salary is $800 a month, but a sudden $15,000 deposit lands into your account right before you apply, it triggers an immediate red flag. The officer must be satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay. If they suspect the money was borrowed just to clear the visa check and that you have to pay right back the moment you land, they will conclude that these funds are not genuinely available to you. Now, here's a piece of puzzle that trips almost everyone. Clients often come to me and say, okay, I get why they doubted my bank account, but why did they refuse my purpose of visit too? I gave them a full travel itinerary. Here's the hidden connection. The officer has to evaluate whether your proposed trip is economically rational. If the estimated cost of your flights, hotel, daily expenses consumes 70, 80, or even 100% of your actual historic savings, the trip makes absolutely no sense. The officer will look at that and conclude, nobody spends their entire life savings or massive unexplained loan on a 2-week vacation. Therefore, the stated purpose of this visit isn't genuine. They're likely using a visit visa or a study permit as a pretext to enter Canada, look for work, and stay permanently. This is how a financial issue instantly turns into a purpose for visa refusal or visit refusal. Does this mean you can never have a large sum of money in your application? Absolutely not. But you have to obey the golden rule of immigration, which is provenance. You must prove the exact legitimate origin of that cash. And this is where you explain in your letter of explanation. If you have a large deposit, you need a rock-solid paper trail to back it up. Let's look at 3 common scenarios. First, you sold an asset. It can be a car, a piece of land, or your corporate shares. You cannot just deposit the cash blindly. You must include the official deed of sale, an asset transfer or registration, or a bank receipt showing the exact amount entering your account. Second, it's a genuine gift. If a parent or a spouse is helping you fund your future, a simple transfer isn't enough. You need a notarized affidavit or a statement or a gift statement explicitly stating that the funds are yours to keep and do not need to be repaid. You need to show their bank history to prove they actually had the financial strength to give you that money. Third, business payouts. If you're getting business dividends or lump sum bonus, you need to back that up with corporate tax returns, auditor notes, or clear corporate bank records. Before we wrap up, let me give you 2 strategies to ensure your application is bulletproof. First, do not make the officer hunt through 40 pages of your bank statements or calculate the numbers. Make it easy for them. Include a clear 1-page financial summary on the top and then have page numbers linked. And include a letter of explanation. So first, do not make the visa officer go through 40 pages of bank statement. Do the math. Make their job easy. Include a clear 1-page financial summary right at the top of your letter of explanation or in the financial statement section itself. Add the summary on the top and attach the bank statements under it. Break down the total cost. Break it down simply. Column A can be total cost of your trip. Column B is your liquid verified funds. C is your stable source of income. When it's that transparent, it leaves a little room for doubt. Second, If you already have a refusal for these reasons, please do not reapply with the same documentation. You will get the same result. If you've dealt with a refusal like this before, if you need my help, I'm happy to chat with you.